Hello YouTube. So we are almost fully a year into this pandemic, which is insane, and I still can't believe that in the slightest. I was looking through my Facebook memories, saw something about that I posted about auditions this time last year, and I got to looking through some of my old YouTube videos where I talk about auditions, and then remembered one that I filmed that was literally just a crazy day of auditions. Watched it and was just shocked by the fact that I used to do this every single day. So I thought I'm gonna watch it again and react to it on camera, talk about my feelings about everything I'm seeing in this video that I did literally a year ago and thought was the complete norm, and that it's just all gone and completely different now because of the pandemic. If you're new here, hello, my name is Tori Cyclic. I make new videos every Sunday for Cyclic Sunday with other videos throughout the week. If you like what you see, like this video down below and subscribe while you're down there as well. You can also follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok in the description at tss6295. Now, let's get into the video. Let's just watch this.
YouTube, it is just about 5:20 a.m.
Okay, first thoughts. I'm looking at myself. I'm wearing makeup from the night before because this was a time I would every single night fall asleep in my makeup. And then the next day when I was running to an audition at 5 or 6 a.m. and sitting in the holding room, I would just reapply more makeup on top of the makeup I was already wearing. Terrible for my skin. Why? What the hell? Secondly, 5:20 in the morning. I distinctly remember what this day is that I filmed this on. Jesus Christ, I got up at 5:20 a.m. I just can't believe that I used to do this every day.
Wednesday, February 12th, and today is an audition day, so I thought I would take you guys along with me to kind of see what some of audition season is like here in New York.
This was also like the start of the real height of audition season. So February 12th was right before I went to an audition out of town at Pittsburgh CLO, which I also made a vlog about, and I had a crazy audition that week. And then it was like getting to the day of the Hairspray open call, which was March 3rd, which I should have vlogged that day, but that was just an absolutely insane audition day. This video takes place like right in the middle of like the peak of big parts of audition season, and you'll see why in the rest of this video, why it is the peak of this.
I'm exhausted and I'm running on 4 hours of sleep right now because I
Typical.
got off work around midnight, got home around 12:45, and fell asleep around 1:15. Very tired, but I'm going to take you guys with me as much as I can on this crazy audition day.
Jeez.
With open calls and see what happens with whatever happens. If you're new here, hello, my name is Tori Cyclic. I make new videos every Sunday for Cyclic Sunday with other videos throughout the week. If you like what you see, like this video down below and subscribe while you're down there as well. You can also follow me on Twitter and Instagram in the description at tss6295.
I sound like I enjoy life so much doing this intro.
I am very sleepy right now. My hair is a bit of a mess, but we're going to fix that by pulling it back. And I have to go get dressed, and then we are going to head out.
I can't believe that I have a full face of makeup on. Like, I still have lipstick on from like earlier the day before that I probably wiped off and reapplied when I went to work. And I have full eyeliner, full mascara. I didn't wash any of this off. I can't get over that.
This morning, in particular, we have an early sign up for an audition. The sign up starts at 7 a.m.
Yes.
So
love those.
I'd like to get into an early-ish group instead of being over number 300 on the list like I was yesterday for an audition. So we're gonna have early today, and then there's another call kind of happening at like 9:30ish, so I'm gonna go sign up for that one as well. So we've got this adorable kitty being adorable.
This was also like a month into us having, no, not even, like less than a month into us having Carbon. He was always very curious to see what I was doing up at 5 a.m. when I was getting ready for things. He's like, what are you doing? It's dark out. You should be asleep. I forgot what outfit I wore that day. I like that crop top. I haven't worn it since like April. The old apartment. I like the old apartment.
Now just after 5:30, and I'm getting to the train. So we get started.
Oh God.
Long audition day. I'm also going to be trying to get to some dance classes as well. I know I'm going to pop out.
Oh my God, I forgot about that. I forgot that after these auditions, I went to go to dance classes. You'll see what happens afterwards in the rest of the video. Wednesday's a day I don't work, or used to not work. So I would be free to do whatever I wanted to after I was done with auditions. I would usually go take dance classes. I also sound so thrilled to be doing all of this so early in the morning. Like, this is how I ended up like talking throughout most of like January through May. I just always sounded so tired and so exhausted. Like, I don't understand how I functioned as a human being with like doing auditions crazy early in the morning, going to a class and then going to work, or like doing a bunch of other things during the day. I just don't know how I did it anymore. We love the stock footage that I would get, my stock footage to my royalty-free music. Thinking pandemic wise, there's so many people on that train station. I remember it's 34th Street, 34th and 8th is that train stop. I would take the L train to the A, C, or E, and every single morning, it would be like 6 a.m., 6 or 7 a.m., that train station was packed with people. And just thinking like, since the pandemic, walking into a group of strangers that packed, it would be like 4 rows deep to get onto the next train, and I would walk out and have to shove my way through all of them to get out. Oh my God.
Well, it's just 6:15 right now, and I ended up being able to sign up for the other audition I'm going to on that list back there at like number 520, and I'm already number 112. All right, this is getting pretty ridiculous.
Mood, such a mood, such a mood. How ridiculous it was that if you signed up at 6 a.m. for an audition, you could be after number 100 on the list. Like, oh God. Audition season, the fact that there were so many lists that used to start at 2 in the morning for auditions, it makes me angry still to think about it, even though it's like, I don't know if it's ever gonna be a thing again in life after the pandemic, but the fact that that is a thing, ridiculous.
Now we are off to go wait in line at the garden studio for that audition that I can't sign up on the unofficial list for, that the sign is at 7 a.m.
For that audition, I waited outside in the cold to get inside just to sign up for the audition. I waited an hour outside, and then it took like an additional 30 minutes to get up to sign up on the list. Like why did theaters put all of us non-equity people through this? And can this never happen again? Like, look at all those people. Look how many people are there in that tiny packed lobby and in that hallway waiting to sign up for an audition. And everybody looks so depressed. There's me reapplying my makeup that I already had on. It's making my skin not as oily. I'm probably complaining to a friend about the ridiculousness of these lines. And then the line wrapped around the building at the other building for the other audition. I mean, just so many people. I can't get over how many people there are. Like, I still cannot wrap my head around the fact that I did this every single day. Like, that this was just something I like just didn't think about. It was completely normal to me. Now looking back at it, I'm like, am I insane? Am I insane for having done this for 2 years in the city and now figuring out whatever's gonna happen next after the pandemic? I just can't get over it. I cannot get over it. Also, so many people, like so many people. Oh my God. Mood.
Bring you guys a little closer. So let's recap what has just happened this morning. So I went to go sign up at the audition at the growing studio that's happening over there. I'm in the 11:30 group, which is not too bad. But considering I woke up and got there at 6:15, I was hoping I would have been in like the 9:30 or 10 o'clock group, but it's fine.
What is the logic behind being in the 11:30 group when you get there so early? But why do people have to get in line at 3 a.m.?
And then ran over here to Ripley Career Studios to figure out what was going on with this other audition, which I have just realized now, well, like earlier, that it's a singing call first, and I don't have any singing clothing with me.
Whoops.
So I have to leave this key cropped up. We're gonna see what happens. But then there's 1,012 people here, and then they decide they're gonna type my headshot in this line that we're all waiting in, as you have seen from the clips before this, because it is absolute insanity here. And now I found a studio to sit in for just a moment to decompress. Like, take a second to breathe, because, like, wow, it is just absolutely insane today. But making it through. I'm fully beat with this nice full makeup here. I have my clothing.
I I just have to comment on my hair because as we can see here, I didn't wash my hair from the night before. Kind of disgusting because I like to take a shower in the morning. I didn't have enough time because I woke up late by waking up at 5:20 in the morning. So my hair looks ridiculous. It was at a weird kind of stage that it's like at right now where it's like kind of too long to keep down like this, but then like the curl doesn't always stay. So I like did this with the little strings of hair in front, but like the left side is always too straight and the right side doesn't know what the hell it's doing.
I'm just really curious as to what's gonna happen with this day, and we're gonna see what happens. But yeah, if you ever want to audition in New York during audition season, welcome to the Insanity. It's a lot. It is a lot. Honestly, I am so tired right now, and I'm running on, according to my sleep tracker, 3 hours and 50 minutes of sleep at the current moment. So
Jesus.
Let's see what happens with today. But you know what? I'm keeping positive because we don't really know whatever's gonna happen during audition season. But yeah, I feel like I'm just running on a lot of like adrenaline.
I've just gotta say also, I did comment about wearing the makeup overnight. It looks great. I really discovered a good way to do my makeup throughout audition season. I'm proud of how my makeup looks, even though it is leftover from the night before. I'm also looking at myself in this video and remembering that this is what I thought the rest of the year would be like, exactly like how this audition was until like April, May, when things started to die down a little bit. There was not really a thought about something else coming in to completely break up the entirety of my entire life. It's just crazy to think that in my brain at this time, I was just like, oh my God, I feel good about how audition season is going. I'm going to book a job. And then the pandemic hit. I didn't book a job at all, even though I had very good auditions and made it to final rounds for a lot of things. I didn't even book a job. So it's just crazy to think about all of that. That's like where my brain was at that point, and now everything is like completely shifted.
This is what audition season is all about. Grinding, even when you're so tired.
True.
To
Very
get
true.
And book a job.
Oh my God, I'm sorting through the headshots. Mood, my friend Miranda, such a mood. Like, look at all those people gathered around that table trying to find their headshot after the type out. I was included in that type out. I definitely did not get seen for this audition. Like, oh my God. Oh my God.
Now I am heading back over to the growing studio for the one that I actually have the time slot for, but I need to grab a tea because I'm starving. Got some Starbucks we're gonna inhale for this audition, a nice chai latte and a chorizo egg sandwich.
I miss that so much. I haven't had Starbucks since last March, and that was always my treat to myself. Well, not a treat, I had it almost every day. I had a chai latte almost every day, but I love the chorizo egg sandwich from Starbucks, and I haven't eaten or had either of those in almost a year. The little things in life, you know? My Laducas, I love them. I love them. I wear them a ton in classes that I take at home. Love a little pre-audition stretch.
Alexis Shannon. Tori Sicklick. Yep.
Look at me, all prepared with my headshot, ready to go.
All done with that audition. I got cut from it, which is fine. Probably the trouble with the combo before
I do remember this combo. It was, I can't remember what theater it was for, but this theater in particular. Oh wait, I do remember what theater it's for. I'm not gonna say what the name is of it, but that they would do a combination that was like an amalgamation of all the shows that they were doing. And the studio we were in at the Growing Studio, it's much better for singing than it is for dancing. Their big dance studio, the floor is so slippery. You have to spit on the floor and spill a ton of water on the floor just to like get some kind of good traction in your heels. I do remember like doing this combo and being like, I look terrible, because one, this combo is just a little weird because it's a combination of like 3 different styles of shows, and 2, the floor is so slippery. Well, didn't book it, obviously. Didn't make it past the first round.
Running, trying to get to class at 12, and it's currently 11:50, so let's get at this.
How did I think I was gonna make it to a class uptown in 10 minutes? Oh, steps. I miss steps. Oh, Billy Griffin. I take his class all the time in the pandemic. He's one of my favorite teachers.
On Mindbody, but there's like no way to do it.
No, you can like buy a free class, you still have to come and sign in.
Damn it.
Yeah, I know.
That's okay, thank you. So I made it within the like late class period. It's 12:05 currently.
I love how that crop top looks on me.
I wait for Danielle and Taylor. They're in class.
Oh, Danielle and Taylor.
We're done.
I miss my friends.
To work on my audition journal.
Oh yes, my audition journal. I'm really glad I decided to do this because I was able to track a lot of my progress throughout audition season and see like what theaters were liking me, what theaters weren't, what casting directors were liking me and what casting directors weren't, and like calling me back and things like that. And also just like keep track of what theaters I did well at and what open calls I didn't get seen at, especially for like bigger shows and like Broadway shows and national tours, and just keeping progress of all of it. I think whenever auditions come back, I'm going to keep doing that because it's a really good way just to track progress, especially because there's some shows that I auditioned for multiple times during this audition season that I kept this journal with, and it was good to just see like if I did well in one round of it or if I did better the second round of it and they liked me the second round. Oh, Daniela.
Really happy I was filming that. That was great.
I still don't know if I'm looking at the right.
I say you look at the lens.
At the lens.
At the lens.
This is like typical Tori and Daniela behavior. I'm really glad that I met Daniela doing Beauty and the Beast. We kind of have the same view of how auditions are, and we have like very similar opinions about how things should be done, and like classes and stuff that we like to take, and like theaters that we like to audition for, and dances that we like to do.
Welcome Daniela back. Hi. I say it did. I was like, I see you almost every day.
Oh my god, we used to see each other all the time. I forgot about that. We used to see each other every day. What class did I take? I don't remember.
Hi, let's sign up for class with Sarah Edwards.
I don't know who this person is.
I do, and I'm a work study as well.
Oh my god, the work study program at Broadway Dance Center. Monitored a class for 40 minutes, made sure everybody checked in and signed in and paid for the class, and then got $6 classes.
All right, I'm all signed up for class. I'm taking class with someone that I've never taken class with before. She's subbing for something I haven't taken class with before, but
There you go.
why not? You never know. I'll just take class with new teachers.
Yep.
And now I'm gonna grab some lunch because I am very, very hungry. I'm gonna go to my favorite poke place, Poke Bar. And after my class.
Poke Bar. I love this place so much. I don't know if they're still open or still a thing anymore because of the pandemic. They have the best poke bowls in the entire world, and I miss that a lot. I had that for lunch almost every single day. Well, not almost every single day, a lot of days during audition season. And I miss that food so much. Oh my god, look at that food. It looks so good.
Which one go while I walk?
Of course. We love another pre-class stretch. Very good about stretching before class, Tori. My camera battery died, so I had to go replace it. Let's keep going. Bum, 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 bum. This just makes me remember how many times I would walk up 8th Avenue in a day. If I went to class at Steps, then Broadway Dance Center, and then had anything else in the evening, I would walk up 8th Avenue like 3 or 4 times a day. Oh, this was Valentine's Pop Tap. So that's why all of us were wearing red or pink. That's why I wore my red crop top that day, because it was Valentine's Day Pop Tap. Cute. This was when, so beginning of 2020, this was when Beth, who usually teaches Pop Tap, she was working on the Prom movie. So it was taught by Abby and Sarah, who are the other 2 people who were, they were leading the class throughout the whole time that Beth was in LA working on the Prom movie. I completely forgot about that. Yes, back home, back in Bushwick at that point.
I am finally home after a very, very long day of auditions and classes and things like that. I'm so tired. My brain is really fading during Pop Tap. I was really struggling with the combo because I'm so tired, but now I'm home. I'm gonna eat some food and get ready to go to bed, and that's all I have for you guys today. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed following me along on my brain just stopped processing. Following along with me.
Oh geez.
I hope you guys enjoyed following along with me on a crazy audition day. Let me know if there's something you're interested in seeing more of, because audition season is still going on, so I can definitely film more videos.
Still going on.
And if there's anything else you'd like to see on my channel as well, let me know about that in the comments down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. TFTBA, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.
All right, so concluding thoughts about this video. I look back at it and I'm always just shocked by remembering that this was, again, the norm for me for my life throughout most of the year. It's just weird to look back at it now, especially because the pandemic has completely shut everything down. I don't know if life is going to go back to that. That's what I'm just very curious about with life and theater and auditions after the pandemic. Is it going to go back to exactly like that, or is it going to be completely different. Will they limit the amount of people that are going to come into a room? Are they going to limit the amount of people that can get seen at an audition? Like how is it going to work? I just don't know. But yeah, that was a nice trip down memory lane from a year ago. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Yeah, if there's anything else you want to see here on my channel kind of related to this kind of thing or anything else like that, let me know about that in the comments down below. Thank you guys so much for watching DFTBA, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.